Alright everyone, NPC Unknown here, and welcome to the channel. In this video, we have some news about the release of a couple of games. One of the games I am genuinely looking forward to, and one of them I actually forgot even existed. It's been in development for that long, so let's go into it. So the first one is the Callisto protocol, and it's on course to be released in the second half of 2022. Still no actual release date, but since we're in May, nearly in June, we're probably looking around October, November time, the gaming season. So the Callisto protocol is still on track to launch later this year, according to its publisher, Crafton. The company seemingly has high hopes for the project, claiming it's highly immersive and is referring to it as a Quad A title. Okay, so we're no longer at triple A titles, we're now at Quad A titles. Amazing. Truly amazing. In its latest financial report for the first quarter of 2022, Crafton confirmed the upcoming sci-fi survival horror game, the Callisto Protocol, is targeting the second half of 2022 for a launch across PC and consoles. We still haven't seen any real gameplay from the Dead Space creators' next project, nor did Glenn Schofield's new studio, Striking Distance, announce the exact date for it yet. The publisher hinted we should be expecting the highest level of quality, maximum horror experience, and distinguished action mechanics. Crafton tags the project with a Quad A label, apparently because the publisher believes the game will be superior in quality to the already existing AAA titles on the market. What's most curious here is that back in 2012, the same label was applied for Dead Space 3 by Visual Games, a series the Callisto Protocol is the spiritual successor to. Naturally, there's been already some inevitable comparisons between Dead Space across the web, as some people who saw it in the flesh now say the Callisto Protocol's gameplay absolutely rocked while being scared intensely, and set in a truly engaging world. Who has actually seen this? Doesn't actually say in this article, so that's interesting. While we haven't seen much yet, Striking Distance Studios did share the first official screenshot of the Callisto Protocol, featuring the game's protagonist Jacob Lee and his advanced protective suit. The character will try to survive the terrors on Jupiter's second largest moon and its suspicious prison, Black Iron, filled with those horrifying alien creatures you can spot behind you. Let's not forget that in the midst of this Dead Space spiritual successor's alien nightmare, there are some loose connections to the PUBG universe, which we still don't know how that actually works out. So the Callisto Protocol is coming to PC and both generations of console at some point this year. Interesting news. I'm looking forward to actually seeing a gameplay trailer. The second one is that Skull and Bones gets an Australian rating ahead of March's launch. So Skull and Bones will set sail before March 2023, according to Ubisoft's most recent earning report. And now that the game has been given an Australian rating, it seems that there are fair winds for Skull and Bones to set sail in. The rating comes after a recent rating by the South Korean Gaming Board, which also rated the game mature. Australian Classification Board notes the game includes mature themes such as violence, drug use, coarse language, and sexual references. However, the Classification Board also notes that there is absolutely no nudity, raising eyebrows as to just how much moderate sex Skull and Bones can contain if everyone keeps their clothes on. Australia can often be a little late compared to the rest of the world in getting games ranked. It's also one of the hardest countries to actually get a game ranked in, that it obviously are very strict and have banned quite a few games. So if it's getting a rating in Australia, it definitely means that the game is on track to be released in the next 10 months. Skull and Bones is in the midst of a technical playtest that began in the end of April. Leaked footage from these tests showed introduction to Skull and Bones with a tutorial explaining the game's systems. You'll start as a brand new pirate captain with a teeny tiny ship, building your reputation and resources to captain bigger vessels full of badder pirates. Captains will take contracts from NPCs and then prepare to set sail by outfitting your ship with crew, provisions, and ammunition. A reputation system keeps track of your infamy, with failed contracts and lost ships causing loss of rep. While successful contracts gain it, Skull and Bones will also offer multiplayer co-op with up to 3 players, while a central hub lets pirates show off their ill-gotten booty. Back in February, Ubisoft's chief financial officer said the French publisher was very happy with the progress Ubisoft Singapore has made with Skull and Bones, despite it being in development for over 8 years. Stark contrast to Ubisoft Mumbai, which recently ceded control of the Prince of Persia remake to Ubisoft Montreal studio. Alright, so which of these two games are you most interested in? The Callisto Protocol or Skull and Bones? Let us know in the comments. If you like this video, please drop it a like. Thank you very much for all the support recently by everyone that's been engaging in my channel. This is the NPC Unknown, and from me to you, this video is game over.